in Nollywood, filmmaker James Amuta and actor Ibrahim Suleiman joined forces with first-time filmmaker Mil Rouge to tell a story about mental health challenges in the short film Toll Free. This next feature goes behind the director's camera to take a sneak peek into the making of that project. Check it out.
Set your background action before action.
Mental health is the central theme amongst other themes including love, dreams and trust in this short film titled Toll Free. It's the first day on set and everyone is just getting acquainted. Director James Amuta gives some insight into his experience working on the production with first-time producer Mil Rouge and the challenges new filmmakers face without proper mentorship.
It's the first time producing drama and also co-directing. It's a lot to process, and of course it will come with a lot of its challenges. But the beauty of it is that with projects like this is an opportunity to learn and grow, and then to specifically understand the dynamics of film production in Nigeria. So if you come with film school, what I call film school theology of film, like where you're like you approach the process based on what you've learned in the classroom of what you've learned from other industries like in the US or in the UK, and you come to Nigeria to apply those same dynamics, you've already set yourself up for failure. So it's an interesting learning curve. I'm sure it will be for her, especially from the production point of view.
Great, fantastic picture. We're going to start with the corridor and then we're going to work our way.
Having conceived the story, musical artist Mil Rouge, who is trying out her creative senses in the film industry for the first time, shares what drove her into wanting to tell the story in the short film Toll Free.
So this Toll Free is a film that I pitched. For me, mental health and domestic violence is not a subject that we talk enough about. I feel like in Africa, we're advised to sing it away, party it away, drink it away. No one actually says face your problem. And so that's very important to me, and that's why that's why my film kind of addresses those issues that we as Africans tend to shy away from. And that's why I did it. And I pitched it and they loved it. It's based on a story by myself, and then I onboarded a writer called Ozioma, and so she fleshed it out. But for me, it's about a therapist who needs therapy, right? And we show the human experience, and she's successful, she's doing her thing, and then she's triggered by a couple who kind of make her remind her of her past, and she's forced to face her demons, but she realizes, oh, actually, I thought I was healed, but I'm not as healed as I thought I was. And then she now becomes a patient at the end. So we see her being a therapist to becoming a patient. And that's life as human beings. No one's perfect, no one's absolute. We have issues behind the scene. Sometimes the most perfect, put together, makeup done person has a lot of struggles behind the scene, and that's what I wanted to show in this story. We have another location for the apartment, the couple's apartment. They're kind of like a lower middle class, and so we see what happens after they leave the set, the office per se. And then so after that, then we have some establishment shots, kind of showing the vast socioeconomic groups in Nigeria. We have the opulence, the affluent, and then the low middle class, the working class, and then we wrap. But for me personally, this is not just a short film, it's a proof of concept. I want it to be a full-length feature, so I'm currently developing what's in development is a full script for a full-length feature, so that's what I want to accompany this. Even though this may go to festivals and all of that, I would like for this to be a full-length feature. So it's just, you see it, you watch it, it's like okay, I can imagine what the whole film would be. So that's my plan for this film.
Lead actor Ibrahim Suleiman plays the role of Toby. He highlights the background of his character.
My character on Toll Free, his name is Toby. He is married. He used to be happily married, but it's been 5 years, and so the marriage is not as great as Toby imagines that it should be, and he gets his buttons pushed by his wife, Rita. There's a huge crack, in their marriage, and Toby is not taking it. He's not handling it very well, so he resorts to domestic violence. So yes, that's basically who he is at this point. At the point where we meet him, that's who he is. But it's obvious that he loves her, He's a great guy, but he's just not dealing. He's not dealing with the fact that their marriage is not ideal anymore.
Other casts in the short film include Michelle Dede and Uzoamaka Onuaha.